Hello everybody, this is Dr. Eric DiMartino from DiMartino Chiropractic in Chesterfield, and today we're talking about low back pain and some things you can do at home to either treat it or actually prevent it from returning. So whenever we're dealing with the spine, it's very important that our spine be as healthy as possible because our spine has a really important job. It surrounds and it protects our nervous system. So our nervous system has three parts. We have our brain up here, which connects to our spinal cord that goes down inside of our spine. Then it branches off to form these nerves, and these nerves go out and they connect to and control every single organ, muscle, and tissue in our body. So as you probably know, the brain controls everything, and it does that by sending electrical signals down the spinal cord, out the nerves to make our body parts work. So for example, the nerves up on the top of your neck control things like your eyes, your sinuses, your ears. The nerves in the lower part of our neck control things like our arms, our hands, our thyroid gland. This one controls the heart and the lungs and the stomach and the bowels and the legs and so on and so forth. So like we said, our spine's job is to protect those nerves, and in order to do that, our spine needs to be healthy, which means it's in proper alignment. When the spine is in proper alignment, the holes where the nerves come out are wide open, so the nerves are protected, everything can communicate, and we're healthy, we're functioning normally. Unfortunately, life beats us up. Whether it's big things like car accidents, falls, sports injuries, or even little things like bad posture, sitting too much, bending improperly. These things will put a stress on the spine, which causes the bones to either go out of alignment or they cause them to lock up. And either way, it's going to cause the nerve to be interfered with, either by direct pressure from a bone, or it will cause swelling. That swelling itself will compress on the nerve. And when you irritate a nerve, that nerve is just not going to function properly. So whatever body part that nerve is connected to is going to have issues. And so one of the most common issues with problems in the lower back is going to be pain as a result. And so we're going to talk about today about some things you can do to strengthen the muscles around the spine. You guys might have heard of core muscles before, or core exercises. We're going to teach you those today. Basically what core muscles are is they're the muscles that directly surround your spine from your low back all the way to your neck. And for most people, if we're not in the best shape or we're not exercising like we should, as we get older, these muscles will weaken. They just atrophy, they get weaker and weaker, and as a result, they can't properly support the spine. So all it takes is one little improper movement, and boom, it can set off a problem in the spine. So we need to start to strengthen those muscles again. So I'm going to give you some examples of some simple exercises you can do at home to help strengthen the muscles. And there's a lot of them for the whole spine, but today we're going to focus mostly on just the lower back area. Okay? So a couple things we want to focus on is leg strength, leg and glutes. Glutes are the muscles in our buttocks. Because when those things get really weak, they don't support the spine properly. And when they can't support the spine, then the spine will shift out of alignment. So a couple simple ones you can do at home. The first one is squats. And so squatting, I'll show you from the side, because this posture is very important. With squatting, it almost imagine like you're sitting down in a chair. That's how it should feel. So you want to keep your back straight. You never want to arch your back. And you want to kind of stick your butt backwards. You want your feet to be about shoulder length apart with your toes just slightly out like this, okay? So out like this, what I'm going to do is just go like this. And you want to get down to about your hips to about where your knee level, or if you have some discomfort, maybe just go a little bit less far. But you want to have your arms out in front of you. And the goal is you don't want your knees really going past your toes. Like this is not a good squat. That's going to screw up your knees and your ankles. You want to go backwards. So have your butt go back, arms out like this, and come up. And you want to do at least 10 or 12 of these. If you find this is too easy, you can even hold weights in your hand. But the goal of this is just to get some strength in those. This is going to strengthen your quads, which are the muscles in the front of your leg, as well as the glute muscles back here. Another one you can do are called lunges. And lunges, you're simply going one leg first. And so the key to this is you want to put your foot out far enough that your knee is not going to go past your toe, okay? And you want to bring your other knee down to the ground, then come up, and then you can alternate and just go back and forth. And the same thing with this, it's going to strengthen those quads as well as the glute muscles. A couple ones you can do directly for the low back. Number one is what we call a Superman low back extension. So it's called that because you kind of make the pose of Superman. You're going to lay on your belly, arms out in front of you with your thumbs up, and your legs are going to be slightly spread, and you simply keep your head down. You're going to bring your body up like that, and you're going to hold for about 5 seconds, and then relax for a few seconds, and do it again for about 5 seconds. And by doing this, you're strengthening everything from your neck, your upper back, your lower back, and even your glutes by putting those muscles into extension. One more exercise I'm going to give you is called a low back bridge, or a hip bridge. What you're going to do with this is lay down on the floor. What you want to do is have your feet like this. You want to keep your low back flat to the ground as well as your shoulders, and you're simply going to bring your pelvis up and try to make a straight line with your chest, your hips, all the way to your knees. And you're going to hold that for 5 or 10 seconds, whatever's doable for you, and then you relax it down and do the same thing again. Go up and hold it for 5 or 10 seconds. This engages the low back muscles, your glutes, as well as your hamstrings on the back of your leg. It strengthens all these muscles in here. Really good exercise for your lower back. So I'd recommend doing these at least 3 or 4 times a week. And just that alone will start to strengthen the core, so you can keep the bones in proper alignment and keep you much, much healthier. So if you or someone you know is suffering from any kind of low back issues, we'd be happy to help. Just simply click on the link below and you can get access to our new patient special offer. Hope this helps, guys, and have a great day.